The recent wildfires ravaging Los Angeles County have left devastation in their wake, with entire neighborhoods destroyed and thousands of residents displaced. Among those affected are some of Hollywood's most beloved figures, who, despite their wealth and fame, were not immune to the wrath of nature. The stories of these celebrities, some of whom lost their homes, while others worked tirelessly to help others, highlight the fragility of life in the face of disaster, the emotional toll of such a tragedy, and the collective resilience required to rebuild from the ashes. 1. Sandra Lee, a heartfelt loss. Sandra Lee, the celebrated chef known for her culinary expertise and vibrant personality, found herself facing an unimaginable ordeal as the wildfires approached her Malibu home. In an emotional post on Instagram, Lee shared her deep connection to the property, describing it as a sanctuary that had been her refuge during some of the most difficult times in her life. "This home has been my anchor," Lee wrote. Purchased just a few years ago, the multi-million-dollar property not only offered breathtaking ocean views, but also served as a peaceful retreat from the chaos of her busy life. As the flames came closer, Lee expressed not just concern for the physical structure, but for the irreplaceable memories tied to the home. Her fans, many of whom have followed Sandra Lee through her culinary journey, flooded her with messages of support. The loss of this treasured sanctuary was a reminder that, even for the famous and successful, material possessions can be replaced, but the emotional bonds to a place can never be. 2. Mel Gibson, a family's heartbreak. Mel Gibson, the Oscar-winning actor and director, was among the high-profile victims of the wildfires. While recording an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience in Austin, Gibson was unaware that the flames were quickly closing in on his Malibu home. The property, which he had purchased in 2010 for $8 million, was not just a luxurious beachfront residence, but a place where Gibson had built cherished family memories over the past decade. Speaking on Elizabeth Vargas Reports, Gibson opened up about the devastation of losing his home. "It's emotional. You've lived there for so long, and all your belongings are there," he shared. Fans and supporters flooded Gibson with messages of condolence, recognizing that the loss of a home was more than just the loss of material things. It was the erasure of a lifetime of memories. For Mel Gibson, the fire was not just a tragedy, but a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of life and the impermanence of even the most cherished possessions. 3. Cameron Matheson, a family's foundation-gone actor. Cameron Matheson, best known for his roles on All My Children and Home and Family, was another celebrity who felt the intense emotional toll of losing his home in the wildfires. On January 8, 2025, Matheson shared an emotional post on Instagram, revealing that the family home, where he had raised his children with his ex-wife, Vanessa Maria Rio, had been destroyed. The home was more than just a house to Matheson. It was a place where dreams were built and family bonds were strengthened. "We're safe, but this is all that's left of our beautiful home," Matheson wrote, capturing the devastation of losing the place where his children, Lucas and Lila, had grown up. Despite the loss, Matheson remained resilient, focusing on what mattered most: the safety of his family. Support poured in from his fans as they rallied around him during this heartbreaking time. Matheson's story serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of family and community in the face of overwhelming tragedy, and how the memories created in a home are irreplaceable. 4. Steve Guttenberg, a hero in crisis. Amid the chaos of the Los Angeles wildfires, Steve Guttenberg, the actor beloved for his role in the Police Academy series, became a real-life hero. As over 30,000 residents were forced to evacuate, Guttenberg's family was also affected. However, instead of focusing solely on his own safety, Guttenberg took immediate action to help those around him. In an interview with KTLA, Guttenberg recounted his efforts to assist emergency responders by moving abandoned vehicles off the roads to ensure that fire trucks and other emergency vehicles could pass through. This wasn't about recognition. It was about doing what was necessary to make a difference, he said. His actions earned praise from both the community and fans who admired his willingness to step up in a time of crisis. Guttenberg's quick thinking and sense of duty to help others reflect the best of human nature, coming together to support one another in the face of disaster. 5. James Woods. A chilling reality. James Woods, the Oscar-nominated actor best known for his role in Casino, shared his personal account of the wildfires as they ravaged his Los Angeles neighborhood. In real time, Woods posted images and videos on X, formerly Twitter, giving his followers a chilling glimpse into the severity of the situation. One post showed dense smoke and towering flames approaching his home, accompanied by the caption, "View from one of our security cameras." In his follow-up video titled "Leaving," Woods documented the frantic evacuation as the fire neared. "I don't know if our home is still standing," he shared, adding that sadly, the houses on his street had been destroyed. The devastation was evident in his words, as Woods reflected on the unpredictability of the fire and the uncertainty of whether his home would survive. Despite the turmoil, James Woods expressed gratitude for the concern shown by his followers and shared that his family had evacuated safely. However, the emotional toll of watching his home and the homes of his neighbors potentially vanish into the flames lingered. 6. Eugene Levy. Facing the flames actor. Eugene Levy, known for his role in Schitt's Creek, was also forced to evacuate his home as the wildfires approached Topanga Canyon. In an interview with the Los Angeles Times, Levy described the unsettling scene as smoke thickened over the area and flames drew dangerously close to his property. "I couldn't see the flames, but the smoke was so dark, thick layers of ash and ominous black clouds signaled the fire's proximity," he recalled. While Levy was relieved to know that his family was safe, he expressed his concern for his neighbors, many of whom faced the terrifying uncertainty of whether their homes would survive the blaze. "Topanga Canyon has been devastated like so many areas in Los Angeles," he said, emphasizing the difficult road ahead for the community as they worked to rebuild their lives. Levy's words reflect the heavy toll that these wildfires have taken on individuals and communities, highlighting the shared resilience that will be needed to recover. 7. Mandy Moore. A mother's anxiety. On January 8, 2025, Mandy Moore, the singer and actress, shared the emotional challenges she faced as her family was forced to evacuate their recently renovated Spanish-style home in Los Angeles. Alongside her husband, Taylor Goldsmith, and their 3 young children, Moore fled with little more than the clothes on their backs and their pets in tow. In a series of emotional Instagram stories, Moore expressed her deep anxiety as a mother trying to shield her children from the fear of the unknown. "Grateful for the kindness of friends for giving us a place to stay," she wrote, highlighting the importance of community during times of crisis. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the fate of their home, Moore remained focused on her family's safety, offering prayers for her community in the face of the widespread destruction. Her experience reflects the deep emotional toll of losing a home, especially for families trying to protect their children from fear and uncertainty. 8. Emily Proctor, resilience amid loss, actress. Emily Proctor, best known for her role in The West Wing, faced the unimaginable as she learned that her home had been destroyed by the flames. In a heartfelt interview with Jake Tapper on CNN, Proctor shared her sorrow over the loss of her home, but her words also reflected her deep connection to her community. "It's an amazing community," she said, recalling the love and support that neighbors had shown in the face of adversity. Despite the loss of her home, Proctor expressed gratitude for the first responders who risked their lives to help save what they could. "As we were leaving, I saw people walking in to help," she recalled, emphasizing the spirit of solidarity that emerged during the crisis. Proctor's resilience in the face of loss is a powerful reminder of the strength of human connection and the importance of community in times of crisis. 9. Paris Hilton, a heartbreaking loss. On January 8, 2025, Paris Hilton, the renowned socialite and entrepreneur, shared her heartbreak as she and her family watched their Malibu mansion burn on live television. In an emotional Instagram post, Hilton reflected on the precious memories created in the home, including milestones like the first steps of her son Phoenix and dreams of raising her daughter London. "The destruction of our home is not just the loss of bricks and mortar, it's a painful reminder of life's impermanence," Hilton wrote. Her raw emotions captured the immense loss of not just a luxurious property, but of cherished memories and dreams for the future. Despite the devastation, Hilton expressed gratitude for the safety of her family and vowed to rebuild from the ashes. 10. Julianne Howe, a call to action actress. Julianne Howe, who found herself at the center of the Hollywood Hills fire, was quick to alert her followers to the dangerous situation. "There's a fire right by my house right now," she wrote, urging people in the area to evacuate immediately. Her swift actions in warning her community exemplified her concern for others, as she worked to ensure that her neighbors were safe. As the fire raged on, Howe shared updates with her followers, expressing her relief after evacuating with her dog Sunny. Her calm demeanor and quick thinking in the face of danger made her a leader in her community during this crisis. 11. Billy Crystal, a legacy-gone actor. Billy Crystal and his wife Janice faced the heartbreaking loss of their home in Pacific Palisades, a place that had been their sanctuary since 1979. For the couple, the home was not just a building, but the cornerstone of their family life, where they raised their children and welcomed their grandchildren. "There are no words to fully describe the devastating loss," Crystal shared in an emotional statement. His words resonated deeply with those who have faced similar losses, underscoring the profound connection people have to the places they call home. 12. Milo Ventimiglia, Life Imitates Art. Milo Ventimiglia, best known for his role as Jack Pearson in This Is Us, is facing a real-life tragedy eerily similar to the heartbreaking storyline his character experienced. The wildfires in Malibu destroyed Ventimiglia's home, leaving only memories behind. Along with his pregnant wife Yara Mariano and their dog, Ventimiglia was fortunate to escape unharmed. However, the emotional toll of losing his cherished home is undeniable. As he reflected on the experience, Ventimiglia shared the surreal irony of his situation, comparing it to the storyline of his character, Jack Pearson, who died from smoke inhalation in a fire. "I now truly understand the phrase, 'life imitates art,'" he said, his voice heavy with emotion. Watching his home burn in real time through security cameras, he described the grief and disbelief he felt, emphasizing that the loss was more than the destruction of a structure. It was the loss of a sanctuary, a symbol of love and stability. His words highlighted the collective pain of many others affected by the wildfires, as Ventimiglia expressed deep empathy for the surrounding community, many of whom were facing similar losses. 13. Ricki Lake, A Shattered Dream. Ricki Lake, the actress and TV host, also found her dream home reduced to ashes by the wildfires. In an emotional Instagram post, Lake shared heartbreaking photos of what was once her idyllic sanctuary, now a pile of rubble. She described the home, which she and her husband Ross Birmingham had lovingly built, as heaven on earth. The house was a symbol of their love, where they married in 2022 and envisioned a future together. Now that dream is shattered, leaving the couple to grapple with an immeasurable loss. The post resonated deeply with Lake's fans, who offered words of support and solidarity. Her candid update served as a stark reminder of how quickly dreams can be erased by the unpredictable force of nature. 14. Jennifer Love Hewitt, A Family's Heartbreak. Jennifer Love Hewitt, the actress known for her roles in Ghost Whisperer and 911, shared her heartbreak with fans as she and her family were forced to evacuate their California home. In an emotional Instagram post, Hewitt expressed her fear and grief as she watched the wildfires approach, with her husband Brian Hallisey and their 3 children, Autumn, 11, Atticus, 9, and Aiden, 3, at her side. "I have no words, only prayers and hope for our home and our children as we watch everything burn," Hewitt wrote, capturing the anxiety and uncertainty she was experiencing. Though Hewitt expressed deep gratitude for the hard work of the first responders, the weight of not knowing the fate of their home was heavy. "Thank you to the friends who have checked in, and the strangers I've hugged through tears over the past 24 hours, she added, showing the importance of community support during such a devastating time. 15. Whitney Cummings, Confronting the Chaos Comedian. Whitney Cummings faced the harrowing reality of the wildfires when she and her family were forced to evacuate. Through Instagram stories, Cummings offered a candid look at the situation, reflecting on the tough decisions people face during an evacuation. "Sometimes evacuating too early just clogs the roads and makes it harder for firefighters to get through," she shared. Despite the complexity of the situation, Cummings acknowledged that safety had to come first. As the fire spread at an alarming rate, Cummings and her family prioritized their safety, leaving behind their home. "This changes everything forever," she wrote, capturing the emotional weight of such an experience. Though Cummings and her family are safe, the fire's rapid progression left an indelible mark on their lives. Her update underscored the urgency and gravity of wildfire evacuations and how quickly a sense of security can be stripped away. 16. Maria Shriver, a community in grief. At 69, Maria Shriver is grappling with the heartbreak of losing not only her own home, but her entire community in the wake of the wildfires. In a deeply emotional message on Instagram, Shriver shared her sorrow, writing, "Everything is gone, our neighborhood, our restaurants, all our friends have lost everything." The devastation was not just personal, it was collective. Many of Shriver's friends and neighbors have also lost their homes, and the community as a whole is struggling to cope with the magnitude of the disaster. Though Shriver and her family evacuated safely, the destruction around them was immeasurable. "Our neighborhood is gone," she said, highlighting the widespread nature of the devastation. Shriver's grief was not just for her own loss, but for the collective suffering of her community, serving as a powerful reminder of the long-term impact such tragedies have on entire neighborhoods. 17. Mark Hamill, escaping the flames. Mark Hamill, the legendary Star Wars actor, found himself in a real-life battle against nature when wildfires forced him to evacuate his Malibu home on January 7th. Hamill shared the tense moments leading up to his escape on Instagram, describing the flames lining the escape route as he, his wife Marilu York, and their dog Trixie fled to safety. The family arrived at their daughter Chelsea's home in Hollywood by 8:15 p.m., but the experience was a terrifying race against time. Describing the disaster as the most horrific fire since 1936, Hamill urged his followers to prioritize safety as the conditions worsened. His words reflected the stark reality faced by thousands of residents in Malibu and the surrounding areas, where the line between safety and catastrophe can shift in an instant. 18. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt, a family's tragedy reality TV stars. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt are grappling with the loss of their home, which was completely destroyed in the California wildfires. The tragic news was shared by Spencer's sister Stephanie Pratt on Instagram. Stephanie revealed the heartbreaking efforts of their father, who tried to save the home but was ultimately unable to, due to the overwhelming strength of the fire. "The wind was too strong and there was nothing he could do," Stephanie wrote, capturing the shared grief of a devastated family. For Heidi and Spencer, the loss goes far beyond material value. Their home was a place where countless memories were made, and it now lies in ruins. As they navigate this unimaginable loss, the couple's focus is on rebuilding not just a house, but their lives in the wake of this tragedy. 19. Landon and Alabama. Barker, the siblings' harrowing escape. Landon Barker and Alabama Barker, the children of drummer Travis Barker, shared their harrowing experiences as they evacuated their home in Pacific Palisades on January 7th. The siblings posted emotional updates on Instagram, offering a raw glimpse into the terrifying speed of the flames. Landon posted a selfie with the caption, "Just evacuated, praying for everyone affected by the fire," while Alabama updated her followers on the rapid spread of the fire, urging everyone to stay safe. While Landon and Alabama are safe, the loss of their home and belongings has been a significant shock. Their posts vividly captured the urgency and fear of evacuating in the face of such a rapidly spreading disaster. 20. Jamie Lee Curtis, a commitment to relief. Jamie Lee Curtis, the iconic actress, also faced the threat of wildfires encroaching on her community. On January 7th, she shared her concerns on Instagram, writing, "My community and possibly my home is on fire. My family is safe, but so many of my friends will lose their homes." Despite the uncertainty surrounding her property, Curtis focused on supporting others, announcing a generous donation of $1 million to wildfire relief efforts during an emotional appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Her commitment to helping those affected by the fires serves as a powerful example of compassion and unity in the face of overwhelming tragedy. Curtis's actions remind us that, even in the darkest times, the human spirit can rise above and make a difference.